What's up guys, I'm Suman from Stein, and in this small video I'll be telling you why you should not buy the Redmi K20 in 2020. But before I tell that, I want you guys to know how good of a smartphone the Redmi K20 is. Now I've been using it for a few months now and I have been really happy with its performance. And here are a few things that make the Redmi K20 a real delight to use. Now first up, I am a huge fan of its build, or you can say the design. It is elegant and not a huge smartphone, making it comfortable in the hand. The display also stands out with its colorful, bright and vibrant panel. I watched quite a few movies and YouTube videos on this, and the AMOLED display on it was a treat to look at. It's not a quad HD or super high resolution display, but this here is a solid 1080p AMOLED panel. The pop-up camera was a fun one to play with, except for the annoying light it emitted. And on the topic of cameras, it was also good, with pictures turning out sharp and adequately detailed. And overall, I have to tell you, the Redmi K20 is a good smartphone. But due to the coronavirus pandemic, the Redmi K20 has jumped in price and it now costs you around 22,000 rupees. And this is the main reason why you should not buy the Redmi K20 in 2020. And in fact, there's another smartphone which is way better in many areas when compared to the Redmi K20. And it also is much cheaper than the Redmi K20. And that is the POCO X2. The POCO X2 is not only better in many areas, it is value for money too. Now I'll just break down the advantages that the POCO X2 has over the Redmi K20. The main advantage is going to be the camera. Purely going by the numbers, the POCO X2 has a 64 megapixel main camera, while the Redmi K20 has a 48 megapixel camera. And the X2 has 4 cameras compared to 3 on the K20, and of course few of them are gimmicky on both. But it is more than just numbers. The POCO X2 takes much better pictures than the K20. The images have higher sharpness, detail, and the dynamic range was really good on the POCO X2. And I've usually felt that the K20 makes subjects look more artificial, whereas on the POCO X2 it was way toned down. And even for video, I prefer the X2. Now it's not that the K20 camera is bad, but the POCO X2's camera exceeds in many areas, making it an obvious choice for many. Next, the POCO X2 has a bigger battery at 4500 mAh when compared to Redmi K20's 4000 mAh battery. The POCO X2 even supports 20 watt fast charging, meanwhile on the K20 you have only 18 watt fast charging. These days, with most of us using our smartphones a lot, the bigger battery and the better battery life on the X2 make it an easy choice. Now the next reason is the display, but this is only for those who play a lot of games and would benefit from the higher refresh rates and don't care whether if their display is AMOLED or IPS. The 120Hz refresh rate gives you a really nice experience in games which support this refresh rate. But again, this is only for those who don't care about the AMOLED versus IPS thing. And also the POCO X2 has a bigger display. Many might like the bigger display, but the bigger display definitely adds a little more bulk to the smartphone. And on the topic of displays, I would personally go with a 60Hz AMOLED display over a 120Hz IPS display. Now the reason that I'm going to talk about is not really needed and not important, but I'll anyway let you know. The POCO X2 has the Snapdragon 730G, whereas the Redmi K20 has the Snapdragon 730. But the thing is that performance on both are nearly identical. But there's no major difference here in terms of performance, and even the skins on both are nearly identical, but I don't like them. But anyways, performance has been same, good, snappy. But the thing which plays a major role is the price. And yes, the price is the main reason why you should buy the POCO X2 and not the Redmi K20. The POCO X2 is priced at around 17,000 rupees, whereas the K20 is priced at 22,000 rupees. Even though the K20 looks like a more modern device with its all display body, premium looks, pop-up cameras, in reality the POCO X2 offers much more for what you pay. You get a better camera, better battery life, bigger display, high refresh rate, faster fast charging and more. Now if you could save 5,000 rupees and still get amazing specs and better overall features, why would you settle for something which is much more costlier and less feature packed? I think the Redmi K20 is an amazing smartphone, but the POCO X2 exceeds it in many ways and it is true value for money. The choice is yours. With that said, thanks for watching, and this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.